Does everybody here, or does anybody here not know what a participle is? It's a verb. Go ahead.
I don't.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you were. Okay. A participle is a verb that has two parts to it. Like looking. Have been looking. Okay. It's not just looking, but it's having looked. Something like that. In other words, it's a combination verb. Having looked. Okay. So when you have a participle, it's not just saying he looked into the room. It would be having looked into the room. There's an action that's going on. An aorist participle is a participle that was in the past. And aorist means it happened. Okay. An imperative would be something that you are like demanding. Do this. Okay. It's imperative. Okay. You've got a present participle. Okay. A present participle is something that is ongoing right now. And if it isn't translated that way, and a lot of versions of the Bible miss these participles. They'll just say looked instead of is looking. And because of that, you now have an error in what you are perceiving. And this can make, no kidding, it can make a great deal of difference sometimes. And if it does, when I do a commentary, I put that in there. This is a present participle and it needs to be translated like this. The reason why that's important that I'm telling you this now is because if you don't know what a participle is and you're reading a commentary, and this is what my life application was, if you don't know what somebody's talking about in their commentary, stop what you're doing and type into the search engine, what does participle mean? What is an aorist participle? What is a present participle? And it will everything comes up, everything. Right at the top, Google's got everything you would ever want to know about the Greek language, and it will tell you right there. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because sometimes I will say something that doesn't match what the New King James Version is saying. And you'll say, well, I want to know if Charlie is right. Because you don't want to just believe me. You want to go and find out what is a present participle. And then when you see that, you say, oh, it's actually not translated that way by the New King James Version. Now I see why he's making a deal about that. And sometimes you will actually have giant differences in theology over having just an aorist verb and an aorist participle. Okay? It makes a giant difference. Sometimes it doesn't make that much difference, but sometimes it is a huge difference. So
I didn't know what aorist was, but I heard you so many times that
that's what it is.
I know it was past.
That's right. It's like he did it. Okay? It's something that happened at a point in time. It's done. But that would be an aorist participle. Okay? Having done. Okay, present participle.
He's doing it.
He is doing something like that. That's right. So just so you know, if I read you something like that and you say, I don't know what Charlie's talking about, don't let it just go over your head. Make a little note and say, I want to check that after the class. Or just stop the class and go check it out, whatever. But I don't want people to not be informed on what these things are because they actually are important. Okay, and when they said that there, they said that for a reason. So I'm going to read.